Imagine waking up each day knowing you're surrounded by creatures capable of killing a water buffalo. That's the reality for farmers on Indonesia's Komodo-adjacent islands. While the dragons primarily scavenge for food, they are opportunistic hunters, and anything that moves is fair game. Livestock, a farmer's livelihood, is frequently lost to the dragon's insatiable hunger. Chickens, goats, cattle, all vulnerable to being dragged away in a sudden attack. It's not just livestock. Farmers themselves risk life and limb. Komodo dragons have been known to stalk humans, waiting for a moment of distraction to strike. A venomous bite isn't just painful, it's a death sentence. Victims often die hours or days later, succumbing to venom-induced shock or infection caused by bacteria teeming in the dragon's saliva. It's a gruesome fate, and one that has haunted these communities for generations. But how do these farmers survive? How do they deal with thousands of these apex predators, day in and day out? The Komodo dragon is equipped with many deadly tools, making it one of nature's most effective predators. First is its forked tongue, which is similar to that of a snake. By flicking this forked tongue, the Komodo dragon gathers scent particles from the air, allowing it to taste the air and detect potential prey from remarkable distances. Its keen sense of smell is essential to locating food in the wild, making the dragon an expert tracker and predator. For farmers, the toll is more than physical. Economic losses from stolen livestock compound with the psychological stress of living in constant fear. Children can't play outside unattended, and nights are spent listening for the telltale rustling of a dragon moving through the underbrush. Worse still, as human populations grow and expand into dragon territory, encounters are becoming more frequent and deadlier. Farmers are caught in an impossible position: protect their families and livelihoods, or respect the conservation efforts that preserve the dragons. It's a bleak cycle, one where farmers are the overlooked casualties in a battle for survival between man and nature. When the Komodo dragon finds its prey, it uses a combination of stealth and speed to close in before launching a sudden, powerful attack. With its long claws, the Komodo dragon grabs hold of its prey, tearing into the flesh. Its jaw strength and serrated teeth are specially adapted to inflict severe wounds, crushing bones and muscle tissue alike. Perhaps most terrifying is the Komodo dragon's venomous bite. When it bites, venom flows through its teeth into the prey's bloodstream, releasing toxins that cause pain, blood loss, and paralysis. This venom doesn't kill the prey instantly, but instead leads to a slow, agonizing death, often leaving the animal too weak to move or defend itself. In addition to venom, the dragon's mouth harbors harmful bacteria that can further infect the wound, making escape from a Komodo dragon's bite nearly impossible to survive. In some cases, Komodo dragons work together in hunting groups to take down larger prey, using their combined power to overwhelm animals as large as deer or water buffalo. In their natural habitat, Komodo dragons primarily feed on wild animals. However, when food sources become scarce, they are known to encroach upon farms, causing significant economic harm. Livestock such as goats, chickens, and even larger animals can become targets for these opportunistic predators, and the loss of valuable farm animals can result in financial damages reaching millions of dollars each year. For local farmers, this situation is both alarming and economically devastating. Many farmers rely on livestock not only for their income, but also as a critical food source for their families. Each time a Komodo dragon kills an animal, it impacts the farmer's ability to sustain their livelihood. And it's not just the loss of livestock. Komodo dragons have been known to damage property as well, breaking fences and disturbing crops, adding to the financial toll. The threat of Komodo dragons extends beyond farmland. In recent years, as food sources in the wild have decreased, these dragons have begun to wander into human living areas more frequently. This proximity to human settlements makes it even more essential for Indonesian farmers and the government to address the dangers posed by these powerful reptiles. To mitigate the threat posed by Komodo dragons, some farmers have resorted to building homemade traps. These traps are often constructed from simple materials like wood and ropes, designed to capture smaller dragons that might wander too close to farms. These traps are not only cost-effective, but also relatively easy to set up. However, while these traps can be effective in capturing a small number of dragons, they're not sufficient for dealing with larger populations or the biggest dragons. The massive size and power of adult Komodo dragons allow them to easily break free from most simple traps, making these measures only partially effective. In addition to traps, farmers have observed that Komodo dragons compete for resources when food is scarce, establishing a hierarchy within their groups. Farmers use this behavior to their advantage by setting traps in areas of high competition, capturing smaller or younger dragons, searching for food, and reducing risks to their livestock. To keep Komodo dragon populations in check and protect their communities, Indonesian hunters have organized methods for controlling these predators. When hunting Komodo dragons, experienced hunters gather in teams of 4 to 6 people, which helps ensure full coverage of the surrounding terrain while maximizing the group's safety. Group hunting is crucial because Komodo dragons, known for their aggressive attacks, can be stealthy and challenging to detect. In these groups, each hunter has a designated role, ensuring they cover each angle of the hunting zone. Hunters also arm themselves with rifles, which have been determined to be the most effective weapon against these massive lizards. The primary goal is to take down a dragon quickly and humanely. Experienced hunters aim for a single accurate shot to the head, which minimizes suffering and ensures the dragon poses no further threat. Indonesian hunting seasons for Komodo dragons typically run from September through November, immediately after the dragon's breeding season. This timing is key because it allows hunters to track Komodo dragons more easily by following their fresh tracks and trails left by the newly active reptiles. Local farmers often help identify areas with high Komodo activity, guiding hunters to the places where dragons are most likely to be found. This collaboration between farmers and hunters has proven essential for protecting both people and livestock from these dangerous reptiles. Tracking Komodo dragons is no easy task, as these reptiles can be deceptively fast and stealthy. Hunters begin by carefully studying footprints, drag marks, and other signs of Komodo presence. These tracks help hunters understand the areas Komodo dragons frequent, which allows them to avoid unexpected encounters and pinpoint areas for organized hunts. Observation is a crucial part of the hunting process. Hunters must stay at a safe distance and keep a close watch on the dragon's behavior, noting movements and body language to anticipate any signs of aggression. Komodo dragons are known for their sudden, rapid movements, and being able to read these cues can mean the difference between a successful hunt and a dangerous close call. To further improve hunting safety, hunters carefully assess the environment to select an optimal shooting location. The goal is to find a place that allows hunters a clear line of sight, but also some cover, as Komodo dragons are sensitive to movement and may retreat or retaliate if they sense they're being hunted. Once the Komodo dragon is within range, the hunters coordinate to make the shot count, with an experienced hunter often leading the team to ensure a quick and effective outcome.